Remember a while back now when Prince Harry claimed that he'd been cut off financially, and that was the reason when he sat down with Oprah Winfrey that he had to sign on to the streaming giant Netflix and do all those other deals. Turned out to be a lie, didn't it? Remember? Because of course he'd been funded for over a year by his father, the then His Royal Highness Prince Charles. I don't know why he decided to lie so openly. He will only be able to answer that himself. Must be embarrassing having to face your family though, knowing you've told such an outright lie about them, as ever, we have to say allegedly. But now it looks like our brand new king, His Majesty King Charles III, could be forced to cough up once again for his very difficult younger son. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you as ever, lovely. Hope you're all keeping well. Yes, it's not too cold here, just miserably grey days. Hate them, don't you? Just like days where they're sunny. Remember that? Yeah, when we're all sat out, you do remember, don't you? I know. Lovely, long gone days. I'll find some footage from that period because it just warms you up looking at it. Warms you up just looking at footage like that, thinking, did I really go out with no coat and all? You like me? you do we remember the days where we could just sit on a bench without freezing? I know what I mean, yes. As ever, back to your break and roll story of the day. This story actually is very sad, in fact, because as I said, this really all centers upon the fact that Prince Harry seemingly is pressing ahead with this rather ridiculous idea. This is because he's suing the Home Office, His Majesty's Home Office, the government, and of course the British Metropolitan Police, all about his right to have protection when he returns back here to the United Kingdom. Now, let's be clear, apparently, according to his people and his lawyers, he has offered to take the brunt of the costs. But apparently, it's simply not that case. It's not as easy. You can't just hire the British Metropolitan Police on a whim when you decide to come over. Harry would know this. I mean, you can't be that dumb. I mean, you must know exactly how this operates. You've lived with protection throughout your life. I've been lucky enough to, interview many people around Harry, in particular Ken Worth, this senior protection officer for the late and beautiful Princess Diana. And he assures me that exactly Harry knows how all of this operates. So it's interesting in itself. But now the costs of this particular ongoing case are already apparently in the hundreds of thousands. We're talking about £230,000 as ever, allegedly. And this is going to be problematic because, there are going to be no winners on this. Now, here's where it gets tricky because will King Charles now be forced to step in, pay this deal and try and underwrite it, underline it, simply because, as we push towards the coronation in the spring of May next year, we don't want these things hanging around, and this is the problem when you've got very difficult family members. They can embarrass you at the most pivotal moments of your career, particularly something like a coronation. You simply don't want that. But right now, it looks like the former royal and his wife, the cable TV actress Meghan Markle, claim that they need this security. Given the fact that they'd had to fake that particular picture in their docu-series, it seems odd, doesn't it? Because as we've said before, that picture with the bank of paparazzis has proven to be untrue. And then, of course, we had Harry and Meghan winding down their window to make sure that their fans could see them when they were travelling back through the Platinum Jubilee roads. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.